Hey everybody, it's your girl Yvette here. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I've not made a video in quite a while, so I don't know what's going on with everybody. If you have anything new and interesting going on, please share it with me. I have not been watching YouTube, so for those of you who have your own channels that I watch, I'm definitely gonna get to it tonight. I've just been like all over the place. But I wanted to give you guys also a follow-up on how I'm doing. So you guys know I had my little situation a couple of weeks ago where this one situation just totally messed me up, and it kind of like spread over into all other areas of my life where I was just like totally disgusted and fed up with everything. And then I told you guys that I've got to try to find a way to get out of this like mental rut of feeling stagnated, not doing the things that I want to do, not finishing projects, just having self-doubt and just like feeling ugh. And so I said I was going to go to Barnes and Nobles and I was going to look up all these self-help books and kind of get some pointers and tips on like creating this plan for myself so I can get out of this rut. So I went to Barnes and Nobles. And you guys know what Barnes & Nobles is like. They have like all these fun things to look at and pretty things like mugs and just, you know, everything. And I finally moseyed my way on over to the self-help books. And then I was like, reality check. You can read 101 of these books. You can write 1,000 plans for yourself, but nothing is going to work better than you just jumping into action. And so I stood there and I looked at the self-help books and they all look great and wonderful. And then I was like, okay, let me just get one that really appealed to me because I just pulled it off the shelf. I opened it to any random page and what I read spoke to me directly. And I was like, okay, this was Kismet or divine intervention or whatever you want to call it. So I bought the book. And then I came home and then I was like, okay, so now what? I unrolled my yoga mat because I was still feeling kind of tense from the day, and I was just like, ugh, I just don't want to like jump right into eating. So I unrolled my yoga mat and I jumped into my yoga practice that I have not done in months. And it was the ugliest thing ever. I was off balance. I was sweating. I was bloated. My stomach was so huge. I mean, you know, it's huge from bloat and just from the weight gain that when I was doing twisting positions, I was like cutting off my own oxygen. I was sweating, hot flashing, everything hurt. It was just a miserable situation, and I told myself, push through it, please don't quit. And I did the entire practice. It was one that I followed online, and I just felt really good after doing it. So then the next day I was like, well, you're always complaining about how your body has changed since going through menopause. You've gained like 40 pounds at this point. So I got my butt up and I went into the gym and I said I wasn't going to overdo it. So I ran for 30 minutes. Wait, did I just lie to you guys and say I ran? I did nobody's running. I did fast walking with a few sprints in between. And when I got home and I showered, I felt really good. I was so happy that I did it. I didn't go to the gym at all last week. I'm really upset with myself. I haven't even made it to the gym yet this week, but it's only Tuesday, so I have some time. But I had done it 4 times in a row when I did do it, and it was just really good to like get my body moving, feel that blood pumping, and I was like, okay, yeah, exercise definitely makes you feel better. But aside from the physical things, I started like just randomly opening up this book. It's called Inward and it's by Yung Pueblo. Opening up to any random page and making whatever is there my mantra for the day. And that's just been kind of like fun for myself. I've been kind of like being very mindful of like where my thoughts go. I have been practicing a lot of self-care, and I can't wait to show you guys some of the things that I've been using just to make my skin feel better, because my skin has been going through a lot of changes. Like, it just seems super ashy and dry, and the skin seems thinner, and I'm more prone to like getting cut and bruised. It's just like totally crazy. But also like the stress on my body. When I come home, I feel tense, and when I take my shower now using my new products, I just feel really good. It could just be the shower alone, but the fact that the fragrance from the products that I've been using is so lovely, it kind of like really puts me in a mood to just be like totally chill. I have been having a lot of problems with sleeping still, tossing and turning, hot flashing like crazy, getting up constantly to go to the bathroom. So I haven't figured that one out yet. Oh, how could I forget? I took a dance class. I went to one of these, is it Arthur Murray? I mean, that's been around for ages. I remember that from back in New York where they would teach people ballroom dancing. I think this is such like a middle-aged woman kind of thing, but I love the international professional ballroom dancers, specifically the Latin dancers. So I said, you know what? I've danced for years, but I've never done this type of dancing. Let me get my hair and take a class. So I had a private class and I learned, you know, a few of the steps from the cha-cha, samba, salsa, and I think the waltz or the foxtrot, I can't remember what it was. It was amazing. I loved the freaking class and I was like, I definitely want to do this. But then when we sat down and we went over the pricing, I was like, hell no. I want to be careful about where I spend my money. Like, I just feel like with how expensive it was and how quickly it will go, it's not really worth it. So I've been looking into cheaper options. There are some, you know, salsa classes downtown on the Saturdays and stuff like that. I don't know why I am having a problem communicating with you guys, but anyway. So I think I'm going to look into some cheaper options because I felt so happy when I got out of that dance class. What else have I been doing? I dug up some of my old manuscripts. I mean, I actually like dug them out of a container that I had them in, and I started going through these manuscripts and I was like, I love these stories. I love these characters. I was like, how could I have neglected these stories? Let me get my butt back to writing. And so I've been writing, but very sporadically. I mean, one night, you guys, I wrote like 3 sentences because I fell asleep. So that's slowly coming along. But as I continue to read what I had already written years ago, I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm meant to do. That I can't think of anything else. I know there's so much more that I would love to share with you guys, but it's like kind of escaping me right now. It's getting late. I need to make dinner. I need to do laundry. I need to pay some bills, balance my checkbook, prepare for tomorrow. So yeah, that is all. Thank you so much for checking in. Again, don't forget to share with me what's going on with you guys. Oh, no, there is one other thing I want to tell you. I actually bought the dye. I bought a demi-permanent and a semi-permanent blonde colors, and I think I'm going to put it on this week. So if I do that, I will definitely record it. I told myself, I said, listen, when you do this, you're going to be really upset. And then part of me said, nah, but you know, it'll either rinse out or you'll just grow it out again. But I just feel like I want change. I want something different. I'm kind of tired of the white hair. So that is it. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it doesn't turn out to be a nightmare, but you guys will see it unfolding with me when I do it. That is it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys soon. Have a good night.